Welcome to RG News. Today we're going to discuss the top P10 AI news stories of August 2025. We're in this period of just hyper-evolution in AI and IT. It feels almost impossible to keep up sometimes, doesn't it?
Really does. Constant change.
Exactly. And today's news, these aren't just random events. They're signals, I think, really shaping what's coming. We're going to unpack 5 big trends just from the last day or so. The whole geopolitics of chips, AI's massive energy problem, this weird mix of economic hype versus maybe reality. Then there's the race to regulate and just how AI is seeping into everyday life.
And it's crucial to see these 10 stories not in isolation, but as, well, pieces of a much larger puzzle. We want to help you connect those dots.
Okay, let's dive in. First up, a geopolitical earthquake in the Silicon world. What's happening with Intel?
Right. This is pretty unprecedented. The U.S. government is seriously considering becoming Intel's largest shareholder
Largest shareholder, how?
by converting almost $11 billion, 10.9 billion to be exact, in subsidies into about a 10% stake. And SoftBank's also putting in $2 billion.
Wow. Why now? Intel's been having a tough time.
Exactly. They've lost ground to TSMC, kind of missed the initial AI chip boom, and reported a huge loss last year, $18.8 billion.
Because this is the U.S. government stepping in strategically.
Precisely. It's a major shift away from pure laissez-faire, the strategic state capitalism. It's about countering China, acknowledging that maybe market forces alone aren't enough in this AI race.
A true paradigm shift. But speaking of big tech, get ready for a surprising energy solution from one of the giants. Our next dive reveals a massive hidden cost of AI, its insatiable energy appetite. How is Google tackling this?
Well, Google's just announced a really historic partnership. They're working with Kairos Power and the Tennessee Valley Authority, the TVA,
Okay, to do what?
to build an advanced nuclear reactor, a 50-megawatt unit, Hermes 2, by 2030, and they're aiming for 500 megawatts by 2035,
Nuclear, just for their data centers.
specifically for their data centers. And get this, global data center, electricity use could double by 2026, mostly because of AI.
That's staggering.
It is. So AI is sort of unintentionally becoming this catalyst for nuclear power's comeback. It offers a potentially clean, stable energy source, a whole new economic model, really.
The energy landscape is clearly changing, but when we talk about AI, there's always talk of its economic value. Or perhaps overvaluation. From the man at the heart of the AI revolution, Sam Altman, a chilling declaration: is the AI sector in a bubble?
His answer was a very clear yes. He directly compared it to the dot-com bubble.
Did he give a reason why?
Yeah, he had this quote, something like, "When bubbles happen, smart people get excited about a kernel of truth." He pointed to startups raising billions with zero revenue, VC FOMO, fear of missing out, running rampant,
Uh-huh.
these so-called wrapper companies that just put a new face on existing tech, and of course, NVIDIA hitting a $4 trillion valuation.
So what's his angle? Is everything overvalued?
Not quite. He seemed to be strategically positioning the core infrastructure players like OpenAI, like NVIDIA, as maybe being justified, but predicting a really brutal consolidation, a shakeout, for many of the applicative startups built on top.
A stark warning indeed. Now, from economic bubbles to technological breakthroughs, let's head to China for a truly dazzling innovation. Imagine AI running at the speed of light. A stunning Chinese breakthrough could make that a reality.
This is out of Fudan University, a major advance with the silicon photonic chip. It achieved 38 terabits per second data transmission.
38 terabits. What does that mean in practical terms?
Means it could transfer something like 4.75 trillion AI model parameters every second. It basically solves the bandwidth wall, the bottleneck limiting current electronic chips.
So this gives China a big leg up.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
A real strategic advantage in the AI chip race.
Yeah.
It could let them leapfrog some of the current electronic limitations and seriously accelerate their AI development.
An incredible leap. And speaking of strategic advantage, the UK is taking a very smart approach to the chip war. While some nations battle over chip manufacturing, the UK is pursuing a different, equally ambitious path. What's their strategy?
They're aiming to be a world leader in fabless AI chip design. So, design the chips, but let others handle the incredibly expensive manufacturing.
Playing to their strengths.
Exactly. Capitalizing on companies like ARM. And they have a bold plan. Train 12,000 new chip design engineers in just 5 years.
12,000, that's ambitious.
Very. They see it as a, quote, once in 20 years opportunity to build a sovereign AI industry based on intelligence and design, rather than just brute industrial force.
A brilliant strategic pivot. Now let's talk about the everyday devices in your pocket. A major shift is brewing there too. Prepare for a shakeup in your smartphone. Samsung is reportedly making a bold move away from Google.
That's right. Reports suggest Samsung is in advanced talks to deeply integrate Perplexity AI into future Galaxy phones.
Replacing Google's AI assistant.
Potentially, yes. Perplexity is interesting. It's more of an answer engine, synthesizing sourced answers from different models, not just a conversational AI.
So Samsung wants more independence.
Seems like it.
Hmm.
Trying to break Google's sort of monopoly on AI within the Android ecosystem, this could really fragment the mobile AI market, make it more competitive, and change what you expect your phone's AI to do.
This is huge for mobile tech. But as AI expands, so does the need for clear boundaries, especially in sensitive areas like healthcare. A critical line has been drawn in Illinois. AI as a therapist, absolutely not.
Illinois just enacted a new law, the Wellness and Oversight for Psychological Resources Act. It explicitly bans AI from providing autonomous therapy.
No robot therapists, then.
Not making the decisions, no. The law even bans AI from detecting emotions in that context and insists on human professional oversight for any AI tools used in therapy.
Are there teeth to this law?
Yes, fines up to $10,000 per violation. It's really a pioneering move, setting a precedent for regulating AI in these high-stakes human areas. Patient safety and the human touch first.
A vital safeguard. And in a similar vein of safeguarding, another nation is teaching its youngest citizens how to critically engage with an AI-filled world. From a global leader in media literacy, a bold educational countermove. Finland is arming its children against AI disinformation from kindergarten.
Yeah, Finland's approach is fascinating. They call it multiliteracy. They're weaving critical thinking about AI and media into all subjects right from the start.
Even kindergarten, how does that work?
Well, one example given was kindergartners co-creating horror stories with an AI, specifically to learn that it's a tool responding to human prompts, not some independent mind.
Ah, demystifying it early.
Exactly. And older primary students are taught core questions. Who's behind this information? Where's the proof? What do other sources say? It's about building civic resilience, making citizens their own fact-checkers, basically.
A brilliant long-term approach. Now, shifting gears to your finances. How is AI making investing more accessible for the everyday person? For the everyday investor, understanding market movements can be daunting. Robinhood is bringing AI to the rescue.
Robinhood has launched a new feature in the UK called Digests. It's an AI tool that gives you plain language summaries explaining why a stock price moved.
How does it do that?
It analyzes real-time news, analyst reports, market data, even their own proprietary stuff, and boils it down. The goal is democratization of financial info, more clarity, more confidence for regular investors.
Sounds useful. Any catches?
The main challenge is regulatory. They have to be careful to position it purely as an information tool,
Yeah.
not investment advice. And there's always the risk it could unintentionally amplify market swings if everyone reacts to the same AI summary.
Making finance clearer. Finally, let's broaden our scope to how AI is expanding globally, particularly in Latin America. Our final insight takes us to Mexico, where an Indian tech giant is setting up a new AI powerhouse.
Tata Consultancy Services, or TCS, a huge Indian IT firm, just opened a new AI-focused operations center in Mexico City. It's actually their 8th center in Mexico.
Eighth, they have a big presence there already then.
Oh yeah, over 11,000 employees already. This new center really positions Mexico as a key nearshore hub, close to the U.S., for AI, cloud, and cybersecurity services targeting the whole Latin American market.
And is there demand in Latin America?
Massive demand. Apparently something like 95% of businesses in Mexico already have AI projects underway. So TCS is tapping into that, boosting local high-skilled jobs too.
The global AI footprint is growing rapidly, fostering innovation worldwide.
So if we pull back and look at the big picture from these 10 stories, what really stands out is AI's growing materiality. It's not just code anymore. It's about physical chips, massive energy needs.
Right. The infrastructure is key.
Definitely. Then there's that market split, the bifurcation. Altman talked about the essential infrastructure builders versus the applicative startups. His bubble warning suggests a shakeout is coming there.
And the regulation aspect is heating up too.
Absolutely. Regulators, society, they're waking up. Illinois, Finland, people are demanding safeguards. AI is moving out of the Wild West phase, slowly but surely.
So looking ahead, what should you, our listener, be watching? We see opportunities, right? Sovereign AI strategies like the UK's, the whole clean energy ecosystem that AI needs.
And this idea of an economy of trust, focusing on ethics, education, responsible AI, Those areas seem poised for growth.
But there are clear threats, too. That chip Cold War seems to be escalating, and the potential for an AI winter if Altman's bubble prediction comes true.
Well, that's certainly something to keep an eye on.
I think the most provocative thought, maybe, is this widening gap. AI is being deployed incredibly fast, but our collective understanding of what it truly means, its deep implications, that's lagging behind. It's a fascinating, maybe slightly scary future unfolding right now.
Join us tomorrow on RG News for the day's AI news. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell.